give me one moment.
Okay.
Let's see. Close this. Window capture. All right, everything should be okay. And let me just change the let me just change the topic of my stream.
Yay.
All right, I'm all set. I'm all ready to go.
Okay. Red, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Hurrah! So,
Sorry for the wait.
it's okay. I've had everyone listening to music in the meantime. It's been nice and relaxing. Well, actually, you guys probably can't hear it, but you're the only ones. So, to pick up, last time, we left off in a city. Well, you had just gotten to the city. You hadn't actually gone in yet, I don't think. But we should probably actually move you on to the right map, because we're transitioning into the Forge. Helps if I go to the right map too. So if you're all in Roll20, you should now see the correct map. So, well, yeah, I'll actually let you have your tokens here. I just need to grab them. Oops, wrong map. I have too many maps. Too many maps. This one. That. Okay, so it'll be all at once if I can grab you. Almost. There we go. Okay, we're coming right about here. Oops, the one person ended up outside the map. Oh well, we know the horses are there.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me just find where the tokens are. Oh, okay, I see them.
Cool, since I know. Alright. You are coming in with the 3 elves, and I should probably grab the elves too while I'm thinking about it. Even though they're gonna be here for a while.
I don't see any tokens on the screen at all. I'm not sure.
That's weird.
Oh, now they disappeared.
Okay, it's being weird tonight. That's always good. Yeah, you're on the right layer. Let me grab the elves. Just because. I'm here, elves. Pesky elves. Okay. Over here. I think I lost an elf in transport. Okay, well, I don't see that elf anymore, but hey, whatever. You know where they are. Yes, it is definitely a little weird tonight. Alright, well, you enter another, slightly different looking elven-style village, where the houses are made into the trees. But unlike the other houses, in this case, the trees are hollowed out, and they live inside the main part. In fact, the trees are still alive, but they've had elven magic used to hollow them out on the insides. Make comfy homes for everyone. Which you can kind of see even as you get into this area, because right in front of you is one of the walkways up. It's set up at an angle from you. You can still see the stairs as they ride up the tree trunk. Well, I guess technically the root. And head up into the upper floor, which is about probably 40 feet off the ground. So that's a bit of a walk. So,
You'd think elves would have magical elevators or something rather than that, but sure.
They're a little primitive for elevators.
Hiking up 4 stories up your staircase to get in a home.
It's probably a little bit less than that.
I would love some. I would love some elevators.
One day maybe they'll make magical elevators. But for now, or heck, they might have had magical elevators at one point. You guys just don't know how to make them anymore. It happens. Alright? It's been a few thousand years. But, yeah, you get to see the stairs going up. It's a very majestic view from the underside, since these trees literally go up over 100 feet into the air before they bloom into their canopies. So they're probably about 200 feet tall total. And at a guess, most have about 3 stories in them. And they're not small stories. You've probably, well, Greg may have not been here before, but Vivian surely has been through here before at some point. In fact, I think we established you had gone here to learn from the library here, so you have been here before. Still a majestic view.
Right.
Alright, the leader of the Elves, who actually is the one that did not come. Let me re-grab her because she's the one I actually want to be here more than the others. Come, Elf. Come. Unless something's covering her. Maybe something's covering her and I just can't see her because of that. Either way. I'm grabbing her again. And plopping her down. Alright, there we go. So. And her name escapes me because I'm not looking at the right screen. Where are you? Ah, yes. Shalara. Shalara here says to you, "It is time for us to take our leave. But thank you for coming with us." you'll find out what is going on and see what we can do. Which is when she bows to you, and so do the other two. And they'll depart unless you say something to interrupt them.
Hope he finds some clothes, underwear, man.
I'm sure he'll find a tonic somewhere. Tunic. Sorry. My brain.
From Red's from Red's point of view, his whole mission here was escorting Vivian to this town. He's kind of looking around at all these large tree buildings, half in awe, half in thinking to himself, they burnt real easy in that other town. Maybe stone and brick is better. And he'll be taking his lead from what Vivian decides to do next.
Alright, in the meantime, these three are gonna move off. We'll be over here eventually. Seriously? I lost one again. How do I keep losing her? Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, you guys consider here. That's where you can go. So Vivian, do you have anything to say?
Not that nope. Nope, I don't have anything to say.
Well.
Alright, so Vivian, we've made it to your town of study. I wonder if they make the books from the trees that are here, but now that we've arrived, is there anybody that you needed to contact after our eventful trip to here?
Well, first things first. I would definitely. Well, first things first. I would definitely love to see if my library is still intact, and then afterwards, let's see.
Oh, I should mention before I forget to mention this. But it is getting late. It is about probably 6 p.m. for you guys. So if you plan to stay the night, you might want to go to the tavern or the inn and see about that.
Yeah, Red looks over at Vivian and says, you know, we really should be trying to get the horses in for the night, get them taken care of. It's been a long journey, and they got a little spooked with all the fire previously. We find them a good place to rest.
That's true.
And where we lay our own heads matters not much to me, but I would like to make sure the horses are cared for.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, let's find a place where the horses can rest up.
So,
is there other elves walking around or anything like that at this point?
There are not many elves here. This isn't really an elven town, at least not.
Or in any other peoples, I guess.
There are a few people of various types. A couple of gnomes go by.
Kind of giggle when I see the gnome. But if there's a non-gnome, because I don't want to giggle like right in their face, I'd have to get down pretty low, I think. But can I just stop somebody and ask for directions towards an inn?
Yes. So Vivian probably knows where the inn is. There's only really one in town.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can show you where it is.
So on that point, you are currently in the craftsman area. The trees here are where the craftsmen do most of their work and have like offices and such. But directly north of you guys is the tavern. So if you want to walk on up.
You said directly north?
Yep. keep following the path.
Gotta
The
bring my horse too.
giant tree, the giant tree that has a whole bunch of bedrooms and what looks to be a bar inside it as well, I assume.
Yes, that is it. I forget which layer you can currently see, since I see multiple layers at once. But
I'm seeing
I think we're seeing the first layer.
bedroom. I see bedrooms with a hole in the middle of the floor that looks like it's looking down onto a bar.
okay, well, that would be probably the wrong layer for you guys right now. Let me go and see about switching this. Come on. Alright. To back.
Is there a sign outside this inn saying what it's called?
I'm looking at the wrong tab for that. But oh, I never gave it a name. And because of chat earlier, I actually have to call this the Soggy Inn. So I should probably add that before I forget.
Soggy Inn.
Yes.
So Red's going to look around the entrance of the inn. I assume if this is a very large and the only inn in town, there will be somebody here who is able to care for horses and stable them up for the night.
Yeah, there's not a real stable here, but you can sort of see right outside where there's like a hay bale and some other stuff there. That's where they leave the horses. There just doesn't happen to be any other horses here at the moment.
All right. I'm going to just let the horse know to stay right here.
Okay, now that I have it on the right layer, maybe that looks right for you. Should be a big open area now. Inside.
Yeah, a big pub in the area, yeah.
Yeah, that is the ground floor. Now to me, I see the transparent layer of the upper floor. Which is why it gets so confusing when I do these.
Gotcha. So once I know the horses are settled and are going to be brushed down and have some food and are taken care of, I look to see if Vivian has headed into the inn or not. If she has, I will follow her in.
Yeah, I go in.
Okay, let me zoom in a little.
Now, is this a very busy spot?
Alright, inside the inn, it is currently packed full because it's getting on. Well, it's actually dinner time basically around here. And they do a good trade during the dinner hours. So, there are dozens of people of all sorts of races. You can see, probably someone of every particular race there is right around here. I don't think they made a character. No, I did not. Alright.
So Red's going to look at Vivian and say, if you don't mind, can you arrange a room? I'm going to see if I can arrange some food. And I will head towards the bar.
Yeah, the one giving all the orders is
Sure.
at the bar when you get there is a woman, actually. Who I neglected to give a race to. Let's see. What should she be? I don't city that we haven't really done. Let's make her a human. Kind of boring, but we'll make her a human. So, as you can probably guess by Ruby's name, she does in fact have a long flowing red hair, which seems rather fitting with the name Ruby, which you hear one of the waitresses happen to say to her as they're talking to each other. And then Ruby sends the waitress off to go deliver someone's order. So you're now free to talk to her.
All right, I'll introduce myself. I'll say, greetings, my name's Red. This is my traveling companion, Vivian. We have recently come from, please remind me the name of the town that was on fire.
Dorneryll.
Dorneryll. We've recently come from Dorneryll, which suffered a terrible tragedy. We escorted the Emerald Rangers, or Emeraldless Rangers, sorry, here to town after slaying a dragon. We are now famished. If you could please provide a meal suitable to dragon slayers, it would be wonderful.
Well, she looks at you, a little bit disbelieving about the dragon slaying part. Partly because there hasn't actually been a dragon spotted in these lands in, like, centuries. But, even so, she goes, well, I'll send one of my waitresses over to lead you to an empty table if we can find one here for you. In the meantime, you're always welcome to just sit up here at the bar. Do you need anything else? Room for the night?
Red glances
yes,
over at Vivian.
We would. Yes, we would definitely need a room for tonight.
Okay. I will get that for you. Let's see.
If possible, one with a nice steaming hot bath. Again, very tired after slaying, wargs and dragons and orcs and surviving a burning tree village. It was quite a day.
Well, unfortunately, we don't really have any big bathtubs here. I could have a tub drawn in, and we can get some water in there. It might take a little while, though, but we can arrange that.
I'm fine with that. I have time to soak. I think Vivian's going to go and bury her nose in books or something, so bring on the bath.
All right.
I can never say no to a good book.
All right. And just so I have an idea... Wow. Okay. That is... Oh, here it is. This is what I was looking for. I mean, you did ask for fancy food, right?
Yeah, but I expect that, with somebody coming in here after this sort of a reputation that we could clearly have, that, people would be honored to have us in their presence. But after having placed the order, Red is now just kind of wandering and introducing himself to people here in the pub and, touting his credentials as a dragon slayer and
now,
not really paying attention at this point.
I should mention to you that Drunder's Forge is known as the mercenary mecca for this area. In fact, there are... how many did I say again? I know I noted it somewhere. Okay. Need a quick roll. Because I made the number variable. So give me 1 second and I can tell you exactly.
Take your time.
There are currently 6 mercenaries who would all also be staying at this inn. So you will probably encounter all those mercenaries that are currently here.
Excellent. I mean, anytime that there starts to become a discussion here over drinks about, who's done what feat, there'll be a normal conversation for a little bit, and then all of a sudden Red will be like, yeah, but I killed a dragon today.
This is gonna have consequences. Just so you know. I mean, you're building your rep now that
You know what?
you kill dragons. Apparently for the heck of it.
Well, yeah, he was gonna eat us. He set fire to the other Elvish town. I had to do my best.
In the meantime, while you're going around, what are you up to, Vivian?
I think I'm gonna head straight to the library.
Okay, well, the library is all the way to the east from where you are. It's quite a walk. But you can head over that way.
You know what? It's worth it to bury my face in books again.
Okay, just so you know, the very next building or tree over is the herbalist, and the one past that is the library. So, you can sort of figure out your way, I think, from that. In the meantime,
Okay, is the library
the tree on
is the
it's the upper right side of
Maybe
the
the one with
map.
the books in it, Vivian.
right here?
Where?
Is it right here?
I don't know where you're clicking. Oh, no, that's the herbalist. Farther over to the right.
The big three
farther
trees in the
over
middle
to
goes.
Hold
You got
on.
3 big trees. It goes in herbalist
Oh,
library.
right. Oh, right here.
Yes, that is the library. And now, there actually is
Okay.
a more human-style part of the town, too. You're just in the tree part, so. It's a big place. It's a big place.
All right, then in that case, I'll just have to find my way there.
Okay.
Red's asking where his tub is.
Ruby is still getting it ready. It's gonna take, probably an hour. Because you gotta remember, this is the old days. They would have to take buckets up to your room to fill this tub. And they have to heat the water before they actually carry the water up. So...
Is there any pub style games happening here? Is there the equivalent of darts or?
You can probably find some darts, though they're probably playing it with throwing knives.
Perfect. So I will find whichever group is engaging in that, and strike up a conversation and try to insert myself into a game of throwing daggers.
All right. Well, you can do that. I will. Actually, it's been a while since I last played darts, but as I recall,
Aim for the middle part.
oh yes, that too. But I think it goes 3 attempts for each pass.
Yes, you get.
So
Yeah, you get three shots. Numbers go from 1 to 20 plus your bullseye. What have you?
if you want to make 3 attack rolls, we can simulate it a little bit.
3 attack rolls. All right. With I guess maybe my crossbow. Would that be the best thing to use for it? Since it's at least.
Probably the closest we might get. Because the bonuses should be the same, I believe.
All right. So yeah, here's my 3 attack rolls with the crossbow. First one comes up as a 9. Oh, sorry, no, comes up as a 23. Next one comes up as a natural 1, which is a 7, and the last one is a 12.
So that is 42 points.
42.
Let's see. I'm trying to. Actually, I think I might have something I can use kind of quickly here. I know there should be one somewhere here. Well, he's for later, but I'll use his character sheet for this. Alright. So, give you a simulated opponent here. Put him off to the side now. So he got 22.
51.
Well, that was a close game.
Yep. No. I gave him a cheers with whatever beverage I happen to have by. Collect my throwing daggers and give way to the next person who's in line to chuck the proverbial board and continue on interacting with the crowd.
Alright, so that lets us switch back to Vivian. Oh, but I should mention your food did arrive. So there is that.
I'm going to roll a d6. If it's higher than 3, I'm going to eat Vivian's share too. Yeah, sorry. I am famished, and so it doesn't matter to me whether this was 2 portions or not. I eat both.
Well, I mean, there's ale too, so you know.
Well, I mean, I'm here by myself now, so it's just going to happen.
Oh my god, well, there goes my food.
I'm sure we can find something. He's not going to eat all the food, after all. Just, the portions laid out before him. So, when you get back, I'm sure Ruby will be happy to help you with some food. Maybe not quite spectacular. Okay, so, switching back to the library, I do actually have a list of all the people and what they do in this town. So, I know there should be someone in charge of the library. Or I completely forgot to do the person that runs the library. Wow. I could have sworn I had one. Nope. Nope. Well. I did actually completely forget to have anyone for that. You'd think I would. I have everyone else in this darn town. Alright. Give me half a second to type this.
Take your time.
Okay. Off the top of my head, I now have a head librarian. Which you will know, because he would have been here when you set out on your adventuring. The head librarian is a man, well, a gnome called Anders Skullivan. He is a wizened...
Yes, Sullivan.
Yep, he's a wizened old gnome. Very old. He's... I forget exactly how old gnomes get. Let me make sure I'm not going to say something that is way too old. He is about 400 years old, which is pretty old for a gnome even. Not quite as old as some of the elves around here, but he is very old and wrinkly. With a big nose, because he's a gnome. He's also a very jolly type of fellow for being very, nose stuck in a book type. So when you enter the library, you will see him at the main desk. Zoom in a little bit. Well, I guess I don't have a main desk per se. But I'm sure you'll find him going around the various areas out front. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Would you go up and greet Anders?
Sure. I'll go up and greet Anders.
Okay. I still can't click on the map. So, let's do this really quick. He's gonna be like right over here, where all the sparklies are. Which looks like the main room.
Wait,
to me.
hold on. The room where all the sparklies are?
Yes. You should see the sparklies. Or I do. So I hope you do.
I don't think it at the library, right?
Yes.
I don't think I see them.
Okay, weird. Can't see my particle effects. Maybe this will help. How about that? You think?
Hang on, let me zoom out and see if I can.
Yeah, I can see your particle effects, but I think we still have the same layers on where we're seeing the upper floor of the
Oh.
of the building.
Oops. It helps when I actually manage to remember what layer I'm on. Alright, so let's stick you in the back. Stick you in the back. And now go back to the map layer. And send you to the back. Alright. Yes. How about now?
Yeah, I can see it just fine.
I'm not sure if I'm in the wrong place or not, but I don't think I can see it.
The tree that your token. Do you see where your token is?
Yeah.
Oh, she's exploding the particles right in the middle of that tree.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Wow. Okay. That's weird.
I don't know. Maybe it's just on my end.
Maybe now. Or not.
Regardless, let's assume there's a desk in the middle.
Well, it's a big area.
We've all been to a library.
Yeah, let me just move you right over here. How about that? You're now inside.
Okay,
Right next to Anders.
got it.
I'm just not giving him a mop. I don't think he needs a token necessarily.
Okay.
There's a few people in here. There are offices upstairs, basically, which need access to the library, hence they get their own spaces. But
Mhm.
the bottom area is the unrestricted areas without the offices. So, you come over to Anders then, and what?
Well, so I go over to Anders and I say, greetings, Sir Anders. How goes it at the library tonight?
He slowly turns to you and he goes, a wide smile breaks out on his face. He goes, "Oh my, Vivian, you are back. It's been ages. How are you, my dear?"
Well, a little bit shooken up by due to the events of what happened today, but I'm alive.
Oh, what happened today?
Well, me and my companion kind of ran into a forest village on fire.
Oh, really? There was another village around here that I don't know about? The only one I know about is Dorneryll. That would never happen there.
Out of character. Was the village on
Yeah.
fire? That same village that was mentioned.
Yeah, he's sadly mistaken.
Okay, got it.
Everyone is gonna assume that nothing would ever happen to Dorneryll, since it's possibly one of the most heavily defended areas in this area. So they're gonna be a little confused.
Well, unfortunately, that was the village that was on fire.
Oh my! Dorneryll was attacked and set on fire?
Uh-huh.
Oh my, that is a horrible event. Did anyone survive? They must have.
Yes, there were a few survivors. The others were slaughtered. Excuse my my French.
Oh no, that is completely terrible. That is world ending. Oh my. Who did survive?
I think. Let's see. There were three elven people that survived. Let's see. One was a. One was a. I believe it was the renowned warrior that was staying there, and her companions.
I'll help you out. So there was Shalara, who leads the Emerless Rangers. Then there was
there we go.
Farron.
I was trying to think of the name, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I do think. I don't. They're not in the handout. It should be. If not, yeah, you might want to write it down somewhere in case you ever need to know their name again. But
okay, hold on. All right, let me just put it in. Save chapter sheets. Okay, I don't think I can put it anywhere.
You've got a bio section in your character sheet. You can just stick notes in there if you want to.
Oh well, yeah, that could work. But for some first, let me see. I need to hit edit, correct?
I
Or
believe so. I'm not sure what you guys see, so I believe so.
oh, okay, got it. All right, so it was Shalara of the Emerless Rangers.
Shalara, yes.
How do you spell that?
Shela Ara. Shalara.
Okay.
I won't confuse you with their last names. But there was also Farron and Phala.
Faron.
How did you spell that again?
Faron.
Farron? Farron is Farran.
Oh, Faran.
Actually,
Or Faran. Okay, got it.
give me a second and I'll make this easier for you. Because this will probably come up. You will probably need to talk to NPCs more than once. I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you'll be really quick and do this super fast. But if not...
Okay.
Let me make a list for you guys so you have an idea. And it'll at least cover the 2 places you have already been. Well, now have already been. It's gonna be much more simplified than the one I am actually using. Grab all of the other ones too while I'm at it. This might make it a little easier in the long run for you guys. Cut off their last names. You probably don't need to remember their last names. This is all information you'd be able to find pretty quickly in town anyways, so I'm not giving away any secrets here. This is just to make your lives easier. So if you ever forget who a particular person is, you just look them up. And I think that's everyone. All players. Save. Alright, you should now have a new little important NPCs note.
Yep, I have it.
Alright, that should let you answer these questions really easily. It's one big list though, because there's quite a few NPCs that are important around.
Okay, got it.
Alright, and now I forget where the conversation was going. Oh, yes. It was about, which elves survived. That was it.
Okay, so it was their name was one of them was Shalara of the Emerald Rangers.
Yep.
Followed by Phalith and Farron.
Oh my, only the 3 made it out. Truly a disaster for the whole region.
And they're actually question, are they from what I know, are they still in town?
Yes. They
Okay.
probably have some sort of permanent or semi-permanent lodgings here. as all actually work for the Emeraldless Rangers.
Okay, got it.
So they're probably not like at the tavern, hanging out and eating food. They're probably at their residence here, or there's probably at least an outpost. Let's put it that way. There's probably like an Emeraldless Rangers outpost somewhere in the nearby area here, and that's actually where they are right now.
Yep. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, and to give you an idea of how much of a disaster that actually was, Dorneryll didn't have a lot of population in it, but they had 23 elves living there, along with a small handful of like others, people on their way through and other things. So something like, probably almost 30 people just died. So that's quite a hit. Quite a hit.
That is indeed a hit.
So is there anything else you wanted to talk to him about?
I wanted to ask him. Did any new books come into the library while I was away?
Well, that is a very long question, but there would probably have been several dozen new books because you've been away probably at least a year at this point. Probably closer to 2, just for travel times. So, there's probably a few dozen books. Do you want me to?
I think I'll only look at 1 dozen of them.
Well, you can spend some time doing that. We'll jump back to Red, since it's been a while since we talked to Red.
Got it.
So
what are you up to?
I'm going to assume by this point, Red has gotten his bath prepared for him.
Yes.
He is soaking in the bathtub with just this giant bucket that he keeps refilling his mug with of ale. Living his best life, just soaking in this tub, singing a couple of songs to himself, very poorly. He has no ability to hold a tune, but he enjoys it, and he's on the verge of falling asleep. It's been an eventful time, and there is a very high chance he may just fall asleep in this tub and let the water go cold.
Okay, well. How long does Vivian plan to stay at the library? Let's put it that way. Because it was about 6. It's probably going on 8 o'clock there now.
What? All right. When does it close?
Technically, the tavern is probably open all hours, but the people will move out.
I meant the library.
Oh, that's a good question, actually. No one technically lives there except for the librarian staff. So probably right about now, actually. I doubt they stay open until like 10.
Darn it! I actually wanted to stay there. Until 10, or at least until like the wee hours of the night.
Yeah. They probably don't really want a lot of candles to be used in here, though. Besides the whole place is made out of wood. There's all the books too.
That's really what happened the last
environment.
There was no master dragon. It was just one person there reading really late with candles, burnt the whole goddamn village down.
I can tell you right now, that wasn't me. Or was it? Dun dun dun!
They have a much smaller library in Dorneryll, though. Well, now it's minuscule because it's now ashes, but before even, it was not as large as this one. But yeah, I think they're gonna gently escort you out, and that will send you back over to the tavern, most likely. Where you will find Red asleep in a tub.
Snoring, just like the other folks who you may pass on your way to the room are shooting dirty looks because it's like somebody is sawing the branches off this tree that we're sleeping in. It's loud. He's got, the tub is half cold water, half spilt ale. And
Oh no.
it looks like Red's just had a fantastic, solo party, and he's sleeping it off.
So I just mutter under my breath without waking Red up. Don't tell me I have to clean up after him.
Well, no one else is probably gonna do it unless you get a waitress too. And I mean, they might. Possible.
I almost want to, just because of how lazy I am.
Well, I mean, you could go ask Ruby if she can send someone up to clean up.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, and also get something to eat.
Alright, well. Ruby will get you some... Well, she has basically 3 tiers of food, let me put it this way. She has a modest meal, a comfortable meal, or a wealthy meal. Technically, Red already downed 2 wealthy meals.
Oh no!
Insert burp right here at this point as Red is sleeping.
Alright, well I might as well go with a modest meal.
Okay, if you want, I mean, it's up to you guys. I think you guys can cover this.
Yeah, I mean,
But in that case, wealthy.
Freaking low. We're freaking low. I don't know if there's any wealthy food left though.
There would be definitely some wealthy food, though. It may be a bit extra extravagant. Let's put it that way.
I'm okay with this.
I'm trying to recall what the breakdown is between silver coins and gold pieces, and I don't recall. And I'm having no luck. But if you have an idea of how much you guys have spent, but anyways, yeah, I think we'll go to the next day here, because you'll have a nice meal and get to sleep. And
So
a waitress
that'll
will
count as a
probably
long rest, I assume.
yes. A waitress probably helped you actually get into bed. Pretty much dragging you there. It's probably one of the more burly waitresses that helped you. But they managed.
Good stuff.
Let's see. Oh, there's a knock on your door in the morning. Well, by morning, I mean probably like 8 o'clock in the morning, unless you're up already.
Probably not, but Red would wake up. He has a uncanny ability to not get hangover. Sorry. So the next morning he'd be feeling just right as rain, no worse for wear, and ready to go as soon as he heard a knock on the door.
Okay, well, if you want to stumble to the door, you will find there a young page. 'Cause-
All right. So yeah, I'm wrapped around with a blanket.
Okay.
But I answer the door and greet the page and ask what it is they wish to talk about.
You have been summoned by. What is he? Ludwig Gilliwig.
And who may that be?
He is actually one of the. Well, the simple answer is that he is one of the guild heads here in the city. For the Jewelers Guild, that is. The more complex answer is that he is easily the most important of the guild heads. So he is the current council head too.
Okay. Hearing that he's the head of the jewelers, you see Red kind of face palm a little bit and then start looking himself over in case he has any new piercings or anything like that. Realizing that he doesn't, he'll tell the page to give him 5 minutes to awake his companion and clothe himself, and they can discuss this more in the main lobby of the inn, where hopefully they can grab some breakfast. He then just immediately closes the door in the page's face and goes over and shakes Vivian.
What time is it?
It's time to get up. Apparently, we have an appointment.
An appointment?
That's right.
What's going on?
Well, while you were off doing your book nerdy thing, I was telling people about how brave we were. I think word's gotten out. We've got some expensive jeweler person looking to us to speak with us. I can only imagine they want to hire dragon slayers. So, on your most fearsome outfit, we'll head downstairs. We will have a breakfast suitable to great warriors like ourselves. And then, after we make him wait just a little bit, not too long, but just a little bit, we'll go see this jeweler guy and see what he has to say. With that Red just kind of turns around, goes over to his side of the room, gathers up his clothing, and starts getting dressed, and we'll just immediately leave the room with no further explanation to Vivian at all. Just that was it. He gets dressed and just heads down to the main eating area.
I am very suspicious of Red right now. Like in Vivian's mind right now, she is just wondering, what did he do and what did he say for us to be summoned like this?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
I'm not sure if you guys are having
I
any
guess
problems.
so.
I'm not able to access character sheets at the moment for some reason on Roll20.
Huh.
Character sheet.
Oh.
Both the character sheet and the warhorse are grayed out for me.
That's weird. Mine appear to be working. So.
I just changed browsers. It didn't seem to help.
Yeah, mine is working.
All right. Well, I will try getting incognito mode or something. But so Red will stroll down to the area. Is the same is Ruby still working there? Or is she only on the night staff?
Ruby owns the place, so she is always on duty, and she lives here. So.
All All right, so I will give a greeting to Ruby and thank her for the fantastic bath and food and beverage from the night before, and ask her if she could prepare 2 plates of breakfast, and ask her what her opinion is of said person that we're supposed to meet. Again, kind of just ignoring the page until Vivian gets down. So if the page tries to strike a conversation, I just continue talking to Ruby as if he's not there.
Well, the page figured you were done with him, so he has gone wherever pages go.
Okay. I hope he lives his best page life. And I ask Ruby about this jeweler person that has summoned us.
Hey? Sorry, almost sneezed.
All good.
By the time that Vivian's coming down the stairs, Ruby is saying, "Hey, old Ledwick summoned you, did he? He's not... Well, he's a crusty old gnome, but he's not so bad."
He's a gnome.
Well, most of the leaders of the city are gnomes. I mean, that's just
Oh,
the way things work.
I was not aware.
Yes.
See.
She gives you a quick rundown of the different guild heads here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them are gnomes. Leaving 2 humans, an elf, and a half-elf. That's the only other ones. Oh, no. 3 humans, sorry.
No problem. Just out of character, Meta. I'm going to probably have a hard off here in about 30 minutes or so, just as a FYI.
Okay, so we'll make this as quick as we can. But yes, he's the current leader, and, well, the most important one, and potentially the most powerful of all the NPCs here.
Okay. So as Ruby comes down, I assume by this point food has been served, and I will kind of point to her plate, and ask Ruby if she knows where we would generally go to find said person, since the page that was supposed to escort us went to wherever Pages went to live his best page life.
Well,
and so we know where we should be heading.
I have an easy answer for you, which is the craftsman area down below.
Excellent. Thank you.
They all pretty much...
with that, I was gonna say, yeah, and with that, Red just begins chowing down his food, and oblivious to any dirty looks that Vivian may be giving him about all of this.
Yeah. So,
I'm definitely giving a dirty look.
to hurry things up a little, you guys head down to the craftsman area, and in there you'll look around and you'll get pointed to the office of Ledwick. Ledwick actually has a picture. Let me share him. I think you can see that.
Is currently blank from. It may just be roll 20 is really slow for me to load, but
I can see it.
okay, it'll probably show up for me eventually. Is he a handsome fellow?
Well, I mean,
No.
Define handsome.
I mean, and when you say that, Red just kind of like looks down and does like the hands up and down in front of himself, like, you know, hey. Full of confidence, Red is right now.
Ledwick,
The talking up of the Dragon Slayer thing has gone right to Red's head, and he is very confident in himself.
just as an idea, since you can't see the picture yet, Ledwick kind of looks like a small tree was turned into a gnome, with a gnarled face, big bulbous nose, pointy ears, white hair and beard. Well, he might have hair. You're not really sure. He's wearing a hat. So, but the beard is
All right.
definitely that, and he's got big shaggy eyebrows, which you definitely can see.
All right. So when we arrive, I'll announce ourselves. I'll say, my name is Red. I am here with Vivian. You had a page come very early in the morning. I may remark. To sum us to yourself. What can we do to be of service?
I'll speak plainly, since you seem troubled by the hour that I summoned you in.
Well, I'm just saying, we came in as guests, and the sun has barely broken the horizon, let alone the tops of these magnificent trees you have. But neither here nor there. It must be something important if you sent a page to read us.
Well, I think you both know what happened in Dorneryll. So we
There was
need
this
not
dragon that
speak
we
of that.
slayed. It was amazing.
Well, from the Elves speak, there was no dragon slaying to be had, but much destruction.
The elves would not know. They sent us up this hill all by ourselves. They went, follow us, and then look at all the bodies. Please go investigate. They stood back to do whatever their elvish thing was. We went up, slayed the dragon, and came back. But neither here nor there. Different people's tales of different accounts. But needless to say, we are capable and willing to help where we can, assuming there is a good, strong reason for it.
Wait. Hold on. What was that? We did what now? Red,
You were there.
you have some explaining to do.
And when we killed the dragon that was floating in the water.
That wasn't a
Was
dragon.
totally a dragon. Anyhow,
Oh,
Mr. Gnome, sir,
Oh,
what can we do to help?
oh no.
Forgive Vivian. She spent the night in books. She's probably just confused on which tales she's read and which ones she lived. But you know how those who get deep into books can be.
Okay, no.
What is it?
No.
What is it that you
my
can assist
issue
you with,
with-
sir?
Okay, no. My issue with books is not it's not the issue here.
Red pulls from inside his tunic a book and just kind of hands it to her, almost like as if he was handing something shiny to a child. And it just kind of hands the book to her seat and sees her eyes go wide for it, and then looks back at the gnome and gives him a nod.
Okay, I look at the book Red gives me, and curiously, I start reading it. What's this book about? Doesn't look like anything I've read before.
Well, nonplussed by the banter between you two, the gnarled old gnome simply says, I need people who can get things done. Obviously, there are threats out there, and potentially threats to this particular place. As such, I need to find some answers. I could ask any of our mercenaries currently here, but you two happen to have already encountered the beginnings of this. So it makes more sense if I hire you to look than to send some of them.
And we hear you are one of the most respected and powerful guild leaders of this beautiful town that you have here. Head of a council. Clearly a well-respected, healthy man who knows that protecting his town is of the utmost importance, and would definitely spare no expense in the hiring of those who he feels would be able to do that best.
You'll be paid a set fee. And he holds out a sheet of paper with a very complex-looking formula on it that describes the payment by lots of variables, including what you kill, how many of them there are, what sort of information you managed to retrieve. It's a very thorough list with prices next to each thing.
Red has no time to look over such an array of items. He simply he knows that no self-respecting person accepts a first offer, and he looks it over, pretending like he's looking at it, and asks if he can borrow a writing utensil of some sort, whatever the writing utensil would be of this area, whether it be quill or what have you. Takes that and just adds zeros, a single zero at the end of every number that he sees, and then goes, "This would be our counter offer to that."
He's like, well, I guess I'll just go and hire some more mercenaries. I can do that.
How many of those have slayed dragons in this town? How many of those are personal friends with the Emerless Rangers? I have spent time with them unclothed. Well, them unclothed. I was clothed. We have slayed beasts together, and as I have mentioned, dragon slayers. So clearly, we would be worth this payment. Something that is clearly nowhere near a stretching amount for a gentleman of such fine prestige as yourself. Of course, if that is too much for you, I may retire back to the gracious inn that I was in a moment ago, which has fantastic baths.
He takes the sheet back for a second. He slashes out the extra zeros and adds a 1 to each number, and then hands it back.
Red, again, has no interest in looking it over, just kind of hands it over to Vivian and be like, "See, that's how you negotiate," and hands it to her to interpret any of what the numbers actually mean.
Which is fine. I haven't actually written down.
What? Okay, wait, hold on. What's going on? What's this paper?
This is a proposed contract from this gentleman for deeds that he has not yet fully explained as to what he needs, but apparently he needs information, and I figure information probably shouldn't be too difficult for somebody like yourself to gather, and if there are things to fight, clearly we can already handle that as well. So I will leave the fine numerical properties of this to somebody smarter than me, such as yourself, and then Red gets distracted by something shiny. I assume there are jewels and stuff here since he's a jeweler, and he just kind of trails off as he goes walking over to, maybe it's a sword or a plate of armor or something that's jeweled up.
There would be displays with basically fine jewelry under glass.
Yeah, so Red sees like a very finely jeweled sword hilt, and he just kind of trails off after handing you the paper and is just kind of staring at that. And I assume the conversation is now between you and the gnome.
Okay, well, Ledwick now looks at Vivian and says,
Okay.
I take it that you are accepting the job.
Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit more information.
Basically, this contract states that you will find and preferably deal with any threats to the community at large. It lays out prices for kills. Though you need to collect proof to have us pay that, obviously. We can't just accept your word that you've killed, like, 10 hobgoblins. We would actually need, like, ears or something else identifiable on a hobgoblin.
So basically, let me get this straight. In order for us to get said payments, you would want like a certain body part of said target, correct?
Of course, of any creatures that fit the monstrous categories we're looking for. Obviously, we're not too concerned about, like bears or other wild threats. But we very much have an interest in the monstrous hordes, which occasionally trample through the area. That one could actually lay siege to Dorneryll and, destroy most of the area. It is very much something that we need to deal with immediately.
I see. Okay. Well, if that would be the case, then
Red interrupts and goes,
let's see.
"What was the chances of me getting one of these?" And he points to that finely jeweled hilt of the sword. "This might help with slaying said orcs or what have you."
Ludwig
definitely,
looks over and Ludwig looks over and says, 10,000 gold.
And you see Red spin and go start looking at other items on the shelf. Suddenly no longer nearly as interested in that one, and lets the conversation continue.
Ludwig could describe its magical properties to you, but he does not feel like doing so. So he just stated the price. In fact, I'm not even sure if there used to be magical scabbards. I don't know if they've actually added in. Nope, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think they have scabbards that are magical in the current edition. Which is a shame. The old ones are kind of fun. But, yeah. There's going to be all sorts of jewelry under glass. Rings, pendants, brooches. Most are magical, though. Because that's sort of what he does. He's an enchanter. So.
Awesome. Reminder, 15-minute.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. All right. So basically. All right. So what out of character, when it says on the contract, when it comes to like the target equals how much we're getting paid. What does it say necessarily? If I can if I can. What's the word for it?
You want an idea of how much you can basically get for killing things?
Yes. Yes.
Basically, most things like hobgoblins or orcs are between 3 and 5 silver. You have like trolls, which are actually like 8. Which isn't really bad, because like 8 silver pieces is like a wealthy meal. So, a good meal is the price basically of a troll. And orcs and that are about modest or a comfortable meal. So, put into
we
terms
definitely need to bump
food.
this up. We can go and kill a cow or a deer in the woods for less risk and have a good meal.
Wait, what? No, we're
yes,
we're not killing a cow.
Beef is back. No, I was kidding.
Well, I mean, you guys have already slain like a dozen hobgoblins. So that would have been something like 60 silver pieces already. It's not a bad price, really.
Well,
Other things,
if
like if you actually found where all these guys were, there's an easy 500 gold pieces. And if you could manage to slay or take care of this, perceived nest of monstrous creatures that caused the issue in Dorneryll, they would pay you a sum of 2,000 gold pieces.
Right. Well, after reading the fine print and everything, after reading the fine print and everything, I on behalf of both Red and I, we accept.
Okay. Ludwig nods and says, "All right. Well, I'll let you take care of preparing yourselves. I have left a notice with Leaf, and Mr. Daggerfell will manage to take care of any provisioning you need. He's the head of the mercenaries guild here."
Fantastic. Before next session, Red will have his shopping list of what he will require from the provisionist. Obviously, all going to Mr. Ludwig's tab, but we'll make sure that we are well outfitted to go upon our monstrous hunting.
You probably already have everything you really need, but if there's something more conventional, or if there's like special magical items, think about those before next time. Anything that is common you can get easily enough. Uncommon stuff is probably negotiable here. So if there's something you really want, make a list. Make a list for next time.
Sounds good. I'm sorry to
Got it.
kind of rush us here at the end, but I appreciate that, and it was a good session. One session just killing everything, another session drinking and sleeping in a tub. Works out great.
I planned that you guys might actually get back out and we might have another encounter today, but yeah, not enough time for that. But there'll be time next time, most likely. And you gotta figure out where you're going next. Just to toss us back over there so we can look really quick. So you need to think about it here. Over here, there are other places to visit. Yeah, I'm on the right layer. If you can actually see my little glowy glows, over here is one particular place, which is actually where Vivian was trying to go in the first place.
Okay.
Up over here, you have Oakendale, which is the halfling village. And up top, way up top, is the Dwarven Fort. So, there are some other locations you might want to visit. And you do know that the hobgoblins basically left in the direction of Oakendale. So that might be a good place to go. And you're kind of on the way there still. There are some definite paths over the rivers to get there, if you want to take the roads. Or you could even go off-road if you wanted to. But, figure out which way you might want to go. I mean, you could go and see Vivian's parents, or parent, first if you wanted, and then head to the east. It's up to you guys. You'll need to figure that out for the next time.
All right, sounds good.
Interesting.
Nashi, I got a jet, but happy birthday. Hope your day was fantastic.
Thank you.
Nakami,
It
thank you
it
again
really
for,
was.
for setting. Thank you for setting everything up. I will chat with you guys in Discord afterwards. I got to drop here, but thanks very much again for hosting it, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Have fun. Take care.
Have a good night.
And if you want to give your shoutouts, you can do that too, Nashi. And actually, since I have the command working in my chat now, yes, haha, I put a shout out in chat for you. So, go ahead.
Okay. Well. I guess you guys know where to find me when it comes to streaming and everything. I'm at this point in time. I am still doing a subathon for my birthday, and we are about to be on hour 10 of said subathon. So if you would like to stop by and chat and have fun, by all means.
All right, and let me say happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, I was watching earlier when I quit. Yeah, I think that covers everything for tonight. So, I hope everyone had a good time. Listen to some chill music in the background, and
Yeah, this was fun.
next week we'll continue where we left off. So have fun, take care, and see you later. Bye.
Have a good night.